Ọlọ́run ayérayé ti ìjọ Rapture Proclaimer Evangelical Church of God RAPEC. Bàbá mi ṣe Ọlọ́run RAPEC. Bàbá mi ṣe kò sáṣetì lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀. Àṣetì ò sí lọ́dọ̀ rẹ̀. Mo gbọ́ ohun gbogbo tó ti ṣe.
Be truly well with you in Jesus' name. Àdúrà ilẹ̀ sáré gbà o. Ọlọ́run ẹni tí òjò ìyà rẹ̀ ti ṣú má jẹ́ ó wálé wá kí mi, má jẹ́ lọlé ẹ̀ lọ kí, ẹni tí òjò ẹ̀sìn rẹ̀ fẹ́ rọ̀, ẹni tí Ọlọ́run ti mú kí ilẹ̀kùn òjò ìbínú rẹ̀ ó ṣílé lórí. Ọlọ́run bá jọ ń gbé tú wa ká, bá a bá rẹ́ sọ wá dọ̀tá, ohun tó pa wá pọ̀ Ọlọ́run pín níyà. Let me interpret myself. That person that the rain of your anger is about to fall on, God, do not permit me to pay visit to that person. That person shall not pay visit to my house. The person that the rain of his punishment is about to fall, if we are living together, separate us. If I love that person, separate us. Anything that brings us together, split it. Open your mouth and pray. Jésù Olúwa wa. There was a man. Is the firstborn of the family. The father was so rich. Àkọ́bí ìdílé ni bàbá rẹ̀ lówó gan. But he was not behaving well with the father. And when the man wanted to write the will, 70% of the property was given to the junior one. The father just gave him 10% and the remaining 20% was given to the family. And this man found it to be an insult to him or cheating. He quickly get rid of the junior brother and take over the whole property for himself. So the wife he married keep on warning him for good 15 years. Return this property to the children of your junior brother. He refused. When he's exactly 16 years, this woman just and one is children. If your father died, don't share from this property. He left. And all the 3 children left the man. The man now go and marry a young lady when the anger of God to be falling. He married this young lady took him. And they were going, I don't know where they were going. 2 of them ran into trailer. And trailer cleared them off. The new wife came in when the rain of anger is about to fall. God, do not permit my son to fall in love with someone that the rain of anger of God is about to fall in their family. Do not allow my daughter to fall in love with anyone that the rain of anger of God is falling in their family. And it comes to people not even hear one. Any problem that the anger of God, my husband must not do business with him. I shall not do business with him. Nothing shall connect us. Don't joke with this prayer. Don't joke with it. Any problem that the anger of God, do not allow me to enter into business with them. Open your mouth and pray. Esther prayed this prayer is not a small case. God, anyone that ever reported me to you and I'm guilty, forgive me and delete the prayer. Open your mouth and pray. Mighty name we pray. On your feet again. Stand on your feet. Let's add this to it. Because we need to settle our case. I've seen many people when come to prayer they are champion. But prayer cannot renovate their life anymore. This is the prayer point. Ọlọ́run gbogbo ohun tí ìdájọ́ rẹ ti bàjẹ́ nínú ayé mi, fàánú rẹ dá padà sí ipò. Àdúrà ńlá ni. Gbogbo ohun tí ìdájọ́ Ọlọ́run tàbí ìbínú Ọlọ́run tó ti bàjẹ́ nínú ayé mi, Ọlọ́run fàánú rẹ dá padà sípò. God, everything that your judgment or your anger has destroyed in me, in your mercy restore it. Is that a prayer point? Let's stop mentioning enemy for now. Let's stop between you and God. Even yourself, you know you are guilty in many ways. And if our God is a righteous God, as He's destroying your guilty enemy, so shall He attack you also, because you are enemy of someone else. I think you understand what I'm saying. So let's beg Him. Everything your anger and your judgment has destroyed in my life, oh Lord, restore it today. Open your mouth and pray.
Gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀, ògo forúkọ rẹ̀ àmín. Olùgbàlà, gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀, ògo forúkọ rẹ̀ àmín.
Olùgbàlà, gbogbo agbára tó wà láyé àtọ̀run, ìwọ nìkan ló ní wọ́n. Àmì ooo, olùgbàlà gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀, ògo forúkọ rẹ̀ àmín. Olùgbàlà, olùgbàlà gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀, ògo forúkọ rẹ̀ àmín. Olùgbàlà gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀, ògo forúkọ rẹ̀ àmín. As many claiming to be stronger than you at the altar of prayer, the mighty God that replied to Pharaoh the day he said, who is that God that will save you from my hand? There are little time God remains silent that moment, but the moment God gives answer, this man perished together with his soldier. Ọlọ́run náà dáhùn. That same God will talk in your life. Ó sọ wípé olùgbàlà gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀, ògo forúkọ rẹ̀ àmín. Olùgbàlà gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀, ògo forúkọ rẹ̀ àmín. Olùgbàlà,
Olùgbàlà, gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀,
Olùgbàlà
ògo forúkọ rẹ̀ àmín. Olùgbàlà, gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀, ògo forúkọ rẹ̀ àmín.
Ìwọ nìkan ló lè gbà ẹlẹ́ṣẹ̀ là, ìwọ nìkan ló lè gbà aláìmọ́lá. Iṣẹ́ ìgbàlà yẹn gangan ló ṣe láyé mi nìkan ṣoṣo, ògo forúkọ rẹ̀ àmín. Olùgbàlà,
Olùgbàlà, gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀, ògo forúkọ rẹ̀ àmín.
Olùgbàlà gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀. Ògo forúkọ rẹ̀, àmín. If there's anybody there, the devil has been dragging something in your heart. You are feeling as if, let me fall back. I've tried all I could, it's not working. This place is the last time. If I see that woman of God and she cannot give me solution, I will find way by myself. If you are there, as the Lord liveth, the Lord will meet with you today in the name of Jesus Christ. If you are there, you come here by borrowing money. In fact, stealing money at times. Solution that put an end to your pain shall be given to you. The Lord will save your soul today. His blessing shall give you a new song. You shall never go as you come in pain. Olùgbàlà gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀. Ògo forúkọ rẹ̀, àmín. Olùgbàlà gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀. Ògo forúkọ rẹ̀, àmín. Olùgbàlà gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀. Olùgbàlà ògo forúkọ rẹ̀, àmín. Olùgbàlà gbogbo agbára jẹ́ tirẹ̀. Ògo forúkọ rẹ̀, àmín. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. If you know God give you grace to pray, at least to your own level you are trying. At least to your own level you are still trying. Shout hallelujah. Yes. If you are seriously expecting answer of your prayer, you really want testimony, you want God to respond to your prayer, shout hallelujah. The last one, you believe nothing will hinder God, God will answer your prayer. You believe nothing is stopping God, He will answer your prayer. Shout hallelujah. Amen. Do you know there are many people God has given them the grace to pray. In fact, they can pray. God confirm it, they can pray. The book of Psalms says, if I keep iniquity in my heart, God will not answer me now. God will not hear me. Iniquity. Listen. It did not say if I commit sin, no. But even though you digest them in your heart, not committing it now, digesting it, all prayer for that period is wasted. Wrong target in prayer. My dear, if you want to pray and you don't forgive someone before you pray, what will happen to the prayer? Number 2, unforgiveness. Number 1, iniquity. Number 2, unforgiveness. I'm going to mention only 3. But the third one is the one I want to emphasize on. Number 3 is wrong prayer at the wrong time. Or wrong prayer at the right time. That means that's the right time to pray, but wrong prayer. And because the prayer is wrong, God may answer it too. But you will not celebrate after the answer. I can give you sample of 2 people that God answered their prayer, but they can't celebrate it. There are some prayer you will pray. If God answer it, you can't celebrate it. There are 2 men in the Bible which I can confirm this morning that they pray such prayer and instantly God answered them, but they can't celebrate it because they prayed the prayer in a wrong place, wrong position, and wrong time. Where they're supposed to be that hour to pray is not where they are. And the prayer point they're supposed to pray that time is not the one they pray. But that is the hour God will answer them. But they pray it in wrong place, and their prayer point is wrong prayer. They are the one that creates the avenue of error for themselves. They personally create the wrong avenue for themselves. But yet, God still answered their prayer. Praise the Lord. These are the reasons why many people say, Mungba Kisa, I can pray. Even people know that I pray. But God answered my prayer. God used to answer my prayer. It's only I know it's not yet time for God to bring me out of this problem. When it's time, He will do it. Because He used to answer my prayer. I will tell you. You know, let's go into the book of Jonah. Jonah prayed. What took him to the place where he started praying? Disobedience. Jonah prayed. I'm reading the book of Jonah chapter 2 from verse 1. Jonah 2 verse 1. From inside the fish. Is there where he's supposed to pray? Answer me. That is it. And God never provide or prepare or destine him to go and to enter into fish. It's never in original master plan of God for Jonah, right? I repeat, from inside the fish, Jonah prayed to the Lord, is God. He said, in my distress, I called to the Lord, and He answered me. From the depths of the grave, I called for help, and You listened to my cry. 3. You held me into the deep, into the very heart of the sea, and the currents swirled about me. All Your waves and the breakers swept over me. 4. I said, I have been banished from Your sight, yet I will look again towards Your holy temple. The engulfing water treated me, and the deep surrounded me. Sweat was wrapped around my head. 6. To the root of the mountain I sank down. The earth beneath buried me in forever. But You brought my lip up from the pit, O Lord my God. When my life was ebbing away, I remember You, Lord, and my prayer rose to You, to Your holy temple. Those who cling to worthless worthless forfeited the grace that could be there. But I with a song of thanksgiving will sacrifice to you what I have vowed I will make good. Salvation comes from the Lord. Verse 10. And the Lord commanded the fish. Instantly, God answered him. And it vomit Jonah onto dry land. Is that not an answer of prayer? But can he celebrate it? Can he celebrate it? He can never. Of you, we are right inside your deep, your trouble, your sorrow. Many of you is not by enemy. Many of you, you are where you are by his anger. And this is another thing about God. Even when God is angry, it doesn't stop him from answering you. Do you hear that? Even if you go back to the book of Exodus 33, he still told Moses, go to the land I promised to your forefathers and destroy the Amalekite, the Hittite, the Ephraite, the this, the that. And I will give you the land which I promised to you, the land flowing with milk and honey. But, he now put but. He's angry, he's still fulfilling his promise. But we, this generation, we are so full. When God answers our prayer in his anger, we fail to realize he's still angry. We Christians of the last day, we are so daft to extend, if we are not bleeding the last drop of our blood, we never know. In fact, when we are dying, we never even know God is angry. Or we pray against his enemy. We are so serious about the enemy. Even when God is dealing with you, drilling you to your last drop of your blood, we fail to realize God is angry. But do you know why God answered the prayer of Jonah? Because Jonah quickly realized God is angry. All you're proud about is your prayer. You don't care. Maybe this God you are praying to is happy with you. You always create time to pray. But you are not watchful in order not to hurt the God you are praying to. Jonah refused to carry the original assignment given to him. He believed God is in error. He is the one that is right. Just because God loved him, he misused the grace and the opportunity. He thought he can control God over his own will. He does not commit adultery. He does not commit fornication. He does not steal, but he disobeys. And disobedience is a great sin before God. Because many of you are trouble. Do you know what is making God angry now? Your punishment and the anger of God on you has made the youth to lose faith in God. If the God my father is serving can make my father like this, I'm not going to serve him. If the God my mother is praying to day and night can remain God over there and my mother is dying like this, no, I'm not going to serve that God. And you are more destructive by agent of darkness themselves. Because what they cannot destroy, you are destroying it. As you are suffering under the anger of God, the demon know that you are in trap already. They will now go and meet all those young ones. Come, you want to become born again. Is your mother not born again? C is alive. Is your father not born again? C, alive. Your mother's sister, which is your auntie, maybe that one is not born again, Abi. C, that's another car you just bought. Your pikin just come from abroad. Your mother claimed God answer her prayer. Or you point to one result of your mama prayer, and you want to be like that. And that's all. That's the reason why our children cannot rely on our God. That's the reason why they look for solution elsewhere. That's the reason why they believe our God is not worth dedicating their life to. Because we that we dedicated our life, there's nothing to reflect to the new generation. And the question is this: is our God cruel? He's not cruel. The only problem is that we refuse to understand our God. We only want our God to listen to us and understand us. We want our God to break his own law and rule for our carelessness, which can never be done. Praise the Lord. Praise the Lord. And devil give no law to his people because he knew that their destiny is waiting for them. He doesn't give them rule and law. Devil is the one that gives freedom. My dear, if you are a youth here, all you want is freedom. I don't want anybody to cage my life. I want to be free. I want to be free. I'm old enough. I'm mature enough. I know what I'm doing. I don't want to be under anybody. They are shocking my life. They are controlling me. They don't give me peace. Someone that is capable to discipline himself is the only one that will not regret after freedom. If you can't discipline yourself and you want freedom, you will end to cry. Landlord is threatening you so much. And the landlord say, I give you 24 hours. I've given you enough time. If I come here by this time tomorrow, I'm coming with police and boys to throw your load out. And right there, someone forgot his bag in your office. And when you open, the money is more than what you need. And the spirit say, this is a blessing of God. Keep the money for your landlord. And the person walk in, you cannot release the money because of the tension on you. That is lack of control. Does that person deserve freedom? God that caged you with law, know that you can't control yourself. And anybody that hates this law and want to worship God where there's no law, we end up where the free demons end. You see, this man called Jonah loved God, fear God, but at the same time he believed, I know what I'm doing. God answered his prayer, but no time to celebrate it. Do you know why? The prayer point that hour did not supposed to be his prayer point. And the place he's praying, he did not supposed to even get there in life. Understand? The prayer point, the location, and the time. He wastes the time for wrong thing. Number one thing, he's supposed to be on his way to Nineveh, right? Not in the belly of fish. And number two, he did not supposed to pray in the fish. He's supposed to be at Nineveh that time, because 3 days, right? I'm supposed to be in Nineveh that time. The time is supposed to be in Nineveh. The place to pray is supposed to be in Nineveh. And then the prayer point supposed to be God touch their hearts, not God save my soul. You see, the place, the time, and the prayer point, they are all wrong targets. You've done a lot of abortion. and you cannot give birth to baby. And the first husband reject you, second one reject you. You are in the third place and you need baby emergency. Number one, the man you are praying that God should give you baby to born for, is he your right husband? No. That house you have, is it a right place? No. That baby you are asking for, is it the right time to born that baby? No. God may answer that prayer, but you will never live to enjoy the reward. Not only that, the woman you did not supposed to marry, the man you did not supposed to marry, after several warning, you forcefully get married to that person. Fine. The prophet say, look, if you went to any prophet and go and pray about a woman, you say, only if you can pray. Don't answer them, don't enter. Only if you can pray. What if you pray and the person to answer the prayer say, I don't have plan for that, and he did not answer? What will prophet do for you? When the prophet only give you that statement, only if you can pray, run. It's not what you can manage. You enter into that wrong marriage, which is a wrong location, wrong land. And the rightful person is supposed to marry. God has destined your star and glory with that person. God has programmed some particular children to that person. Do you understand? And you think you can manage another person. Do you know the problem? If you marry a wrong man, it does not stop you from giving birth to right children, but the children will never use their destiny. Because the original man, God has given him something to donate into the life of the children. The voice that the children will obey will be in the mouth of that man without beating them. If you give birth to that child to another man, try all you could, the child will grow to be stubborn. Something apart from that, something that will connect like magnet to magnet whenever both of you kneel down to pray for the children is no more there. You want to pray alone? Excuse me. This is stove with kerosene. There's pots with food inside, and you have a stick of matches, nothing to strike it. Will you eat that day? That's your case in that marriage. And the next thing, we only blame God, he doesn't answer prayer. The canopy of protection that both of you that are destined for that children supposed to have, you have half, the man have half. Tell me, if rain fall, will it touch them? It will surely touch them, because the canopy to complete the canopy for divine protection has been divided. Who told you you can manage it? You can't. That likewise, you have made many people to insult and dislike your God. Why devil is doing everything for his people to attract the youth? The glory of God in you that's supposed to attract others has been denied by you. Can you see? Your spiritual evangelism is destructive. Your spiritual evangelism is destructive. Are you sure you are not in wrong location? Are you sure this prayer point is right for this time? Are you sure your prayer point is not even error? Look, you have already reprogrammed yourself as a super squad of the agent of darkness ignorantly, but you don't know. Oti soare di agbasese okunkun láti máa ba ayé àwọn tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn jẹ́ nípa ẹ̀rí ìfarahàn ayé ẹ. Ìwọ ò dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé o ti ń méjì ṣiṣẹ́ torí ẹkún ẹ, ìbànújẹ́, ìyà ẹ, ẹ̀rù ló jẹ́ fáwọn tó ń bọ̀ lẹ́yìn. Ó dẹ̀ mú kí ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run kó jòrò nínú ayé wọn. Because if the situation you are facing, the suffering you are facing, if it's original made by God, temptation by God, God will put a sign that will make people to fear your God. I can prove it to you in the Bible. Yes, Israelites are homeless for 40 years, but yet no kingdom can disrespect them. He made them to journey to be homeless, but yes, people that build mansion, kingdom, they fear them. That is God. Even though you are suffering in poverty, in pains, yes, things that will make your enemy to fear your God will still reflect in you. But in your own case, nothing to honor, nothing to fear. The Bible says, touch not my anointing. Everybody touch you anyhow. Go back and check it. Go back and check it. With your pains, anybody touch you anyhow and nothing happened to them. Go back and check it. Something is going wrong. God answer prayer. When I pray that day with tears, God just bring that boy back to life. Did God plan that that boy go die? What took that boy to the belly of fish before coming back to life? When some people are giving testimony, I will just sit down and everybody will clap. I will say, this is a clap of shame. To them is a testimony. But to God is a disappointment. Be careful. Tell me, the day that the fish vomit Jonah on the dry land, how many people are there to give testimony to the glory of God? One island somewhere, him alone started looking for way home. It does not vomit him in the town. One island like that. Nobody to clap the way the whole world clapped for God of Moses. Nobody to clap for God of Jonah. Ìyanu lábẹ́ ìbínú Ọlọ́run. Ìbànújẹ́ ńlá ni. Miracle under the anger of God produce nothing but sorrow. I pray and God answer prayer. Let's go to the book of Judge. There's another man there that also pray in shame. I'm talking in person of Samson. And instantly God answer his prayer. I pray you will never pray such prayer in Jesus' name. Instantly God answer his prayer. I'm talking about that man called Samson. After disobeying God and got captured by enemy, that Judge chapter 16, I'm reading verse 28. Judge 16, 28. He said, then Samson prayed to the Lord, O sovereign Lord, remember me, O God. Please strengthen me just once more. Ikure ogore. And let me with one blow get revenge on the Philistine for my 2 eyes. Then Samson reached towards the 2 central pillar on which the temple stood, branched himself against them. His right hand on one and left on one on the other. 30. Samson said, let me die with the Philistine. Then he pulled with all his might, and down came the temple, the ruler and all the people in it. Though he killed many more when he died than when he was alive. Did the Israelites celebrate that victory? They say he killed more at death than when he was alive. You know, Israelites are supposed to celebrate that Samson killed more, right? Is there any celebration? Ìyanu nínú ọ̀fọ̀ kò ní jẹ́ tiẹ̀. Miracle in shame will never be your portion. Can you see? My dear, I am a living example. When our ministry is it not 4 years, 4 or 3 years of the ministry, God called me and told me, Fumi, meet me for, is it 7 days or 21 days? So that I will renew your strength as if you are 20 years old. Because you have a lot of things to do. You will travel a lot. I did not answer. I'm telling God I'm busy working for it. I thought you would understand. So now, when I do work and I'm tired, people say sorry. I go look, say, if you know what caused my problem, you will never tell me sorry. Because if a almighty God that have long list of prayer requests, he left them. The one I did not request is begging me to take. I refuse to take. Now when I have pains, headache, weakness, does it concern him? Answer me. And I'm facing it today. He told me, he said, I will renew you. You will feel like 20 years old. Not for that time until death. Now I'm ready to pray it. I don't try them 2 times, nothing come. And you know why I did not mind him that time? According to original chart and plan, I'm only using extra time. I believe within 10 years, before ministry will reach 10 years, I'm already dead. See, now death no Greek come, and body they there. So whatever I face now, God did not send me. Are you getting it? And I dare not stop his work. Hey. Look, you don't handle God like your baby or your wife. He must be reverent in everything you are doing. Prayer point you created for yourself, which is not by God. And the worst part, instead of you to sit down and tell God you realize your mistake. When other people are praying, oh God, now you must do it. It will be open mouth. Now, if truly you are God, do it now. If truly this man of God preaching is a man of God, I must see it now. See, you are a baby. Oh. This your full brain. Now you will take this God. If God not can do them for you, do you know if God is annoyed? God may deliberately not do your own and do another thing instantly for you to know. Say now you are no answer. See this one I need to so that shame will catch you. Wrong prayer point, wrong time, and wrong place. And these people want God to do it just now. It can be done. Go back. Recycle. Are you sure you don't have hand in what you are facing? When God says, I want to use you, you are so stubborn to answer God. You can't answer God. The people God wants you to save, they are in hell already. The person God has touched to give a land to church, has given the land to wrong church before you start your ministry. Now you are crying, land for your work. That's another project. That's another project entirely. Do you know God may bless that man that time to buy the land just for your incoming ministry? After he bought it, he called you, you didn't answer. The land is empty for 10 years before that man dash it out or sell it and use it for another thing. After that land has gone, you now say, here I am, send me. You will need to wait, oh. You will need to wait. Not only that, you normally dream seeing yourself teaching children in the class, but you say, no, I must be a medical doctor. But when you dream not teaching, but you want to be a medical doctor, teacher they suffer, waiting that they get. The people God, the children God wants you to nurture up. Why? Because God knows you fear him. God knows that you know his word. God knows that you be their counselor and guardian. Boys grown up in the hand of the wrong teacher and they become armed robber. They are coming to your house to kill, to loot, and to destroy. God, I have no place in the belly of fish. Take me out. You remember the prayer point I gave you before we start this message? The prayer point say, everything your anger and your judgment has destroyed in me, in your mercy restore it. It's a powerful prayer. It's a powerful prayer. Many things you are going through in life, to you it seems God is not aware of it. Especially when you cannot endure and wait after prayer. It's highly destructive. It's better not to pray than praying and you cannot appear patient at all. Journey without error attracted much more glory. Didn't you hear what I told you last week? What the enemy of Daniel said to him? They said, no man can accuse this man or charge him for any evil unless you push him against his God. That statement means that Daniel's enemy has struggled so much and they cannot get anything. Why are you always so easy in the hand of your enemy? Why is it so simple, so easy for them to get you without stress? In fact, everything reflecting in their computer, at once they have several points to get you, to beat you at once. All you can do before God is to cry. No space to praise. Be careful. Yes, we know you are not a witch. What about confusion you give to people? Even in the church, your report is always error. Do you forget about that man that gets wrong report in that day? Before Caleb, go there and give good report. Evil report can destroy mighty things. Your mouth is your problem. Your heart is your problem. Your fear is your problem. And all these things is a mighty weapon in the hand of devil to destroy you and the promise of your God. Do you know, if there's no man of faith among the Israelites those days, as those evil reporters brought their report, do you know Israelites will have lost the land of Canaan forever? Don't think your error is small. Don't think your mistake is little. As little as your mistake, as stronger in the hand of your enemy that are monitoring you. That's why the song says, be careful all the time, because you don't know the time the Lord will call. Or you don't know the time the enemy will strike. Or you don't know the time the havoc will take place. Be careful. ó ní ẹ máa ṣọ́nà kẹ́ máa gbàdúrà o tó rẹ́yìn kò mọ ìgbà àtàkókò. Ẹ máa ṣọ́nà kẹ́ máa gbàdúrà o tó rẹ́yìn kò mọ ìgbà àtàkókò. Ẹ ṣọ́ra, ẹ máa ṣọ́ra kẹ́ sì máa gbàdúrà. Ẹ máa ṣọ́ra kẹ́ sì máa gbàdúrà. Torí ẹ ti dé ọmọ ènìyàn kù fẹ́fẹ́, ayé ti bàjẹ́ o. Jésù mi ń bọ̀ wá o, ó bọ̀ wá gba ògo. Ẹ ṣọ́ra.
Ẹ máa ṣọ́ra kẹ́sì máa gbàdúrà.
Ara mi ẹ ṣọ́ra.
Ẹ máa ṣọ́ra kẹ́sì máa gbàdúrà. Torí ẹ ti dé ọmọ ènìyàn kù fẹ́fẹ́, ayé ti bàjẹ́ o. Jésù mi ń bọ̀ wá o, ó bọ̀ wá gba ògo.
David will have lost all pain in our life, but our carelessness give him hope. Our little sin has given him strength. When we are careful and prayerful, heaven is sure, even angels will have been rejoicing. Mo ní ẹ máa ṣọ́ra, 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 má gbàdúrà. Mo ní kí ẹ ṣọ́ra, ṣọ́ra, má gbàdúrà. Torí a ti dé ọmọ ènìyàn kù fẹ́fẹ́, ayé ti bàjẹ́ o. Jésù mi ń bọ̀ wá o, ó ń bọ̀ wá gba ògo. Ẹ ṣọ́ra.
Ẹ máa ṣọ́ra kẹ́sì máa gbàdúrà.
Mo ní kí ẹ ṣọ́ra o.
Ẹ máa ṣọ́ra kẹ́sì máa gbàdúrà. Torí a ti dé ọmọ ènìyàn kù fẹ́fẹ́, ayé ti bàjẹ́ o. Jésù mi ń bọ̀ wá o, ó ń bọ̀ wá gba ògo.
Ẹ ṣọ́ra.
Ẹ máa ṣọ́ra kẹ́sì máa gbàdúrà. Ẹ máa ṣọ́ra kẹ́sì máa gbàdúrà. Torí a ti dé ọmọ ènìyàn kù fẹ́fẹ́, ayé ti bàjẹ́ o.
Jésù mi ń bọ̀ wá o, ó ń bọ̀ wá gba ògo. Stand on your feet. Additional assignment, additional project that is not original master plan of God is what you are giving God every day. You are always busy giving additional project to the angel of God, and you are not ready to add to your labor for God. Is that not a shooting? Answer me. Original plan of God, you destroy it, and you are now pleading for another miracle that is not originally in plan. Is it not a project? Then we need to, angel of God will start working again, right? Answer me. And you are not ready to add to your labor. This is a prayer point. The spirit of error that keep on wasting my time of grace, that's the logic. Is that not the logic? We know he's a apple eyes of God. We know he's a saint. We know God loves him. Let's keep on giving him little error, so that the time God gives to him will be wasted. Come again to start all over. When millions are there in hell, they cannot start again, and they go to hell. They gave you again another 20 years. By the time they reach 70%, you destroy it again. You pray for mercy. They forgive you. Grace start all over again. In fact, if you are going to spend 400 years on earth, can we continue like that? Answer me. Allah no long. God, the spirit of error in me that is wasting your grace on me, get out by fire today. The spirit of error in me that is busy wasting your grace on me, get out by fire today. Open your mouth and pray. In Jesus Christ's mighty name we pray. In Jesus Christ's mighty name we pray. So if you are one of the people keeping the testimony of the glory of God, you are much more than a killer. The killer of faith. The victory of my enemy. Stop the celebration. Stop the celebration of the victory of my enemy over my life. Open your mouth and pray. In Jesus Christ's mighty name we pray. Something happened 2008. In fact, thank God I remember today. There was a man. The wife came to me. He's a man of God. He said, since last year we finished our anniversary, members has been pulling out. He said, to the date of anniversary, our real member is 382. He said, Mommy, today we are not up to 60. And it's not up to a year since we finished anniversary. Members has been pulling out. We don't know what happened. We don't know what is the cause. We have gone to Ikoyi. We have gone to this. We have gone to that. Do you know why he's mentioning the name of the mountain? He said, because I know you will send me to mountain to go and pray. Even your mountain solution will have been there. So that I will not mention any mountain. You just want me to say the solution. And I will laugh. I say, I'm coming. I bow my head to pray. God say, even that woman will pull out. The pastor wife too will pull out. I say, why? He said, because the Bible say, no. He said, let me, he said, open your eyes and see how it happened. Do you know what happened? They do anniversary. Some people that did not bring their envelope during anniversary, they brought it to mission and they met pastor. The whole money is, this one bring you, this one bring you. By the time they calculate it together, it's 25,000. And pastor television got spoiled during anniversary. They remove it. They place it somewhere for people to see what is going on. I don't know which switch that caused the television got spoiled. And pastor takes some money from his own account and add the 25,000 and buy new television. And he refused to give them, to remit the money to church. And in the night, the head usher, Naim be winch, Naim go report the case to the meeting, say, our pastor has stolen. The day they are making vow, I count the people that make vow. There's a particular woman. I asked her, Madam, don't forget your vow. Say, I brought it on Tuesday. I give it to pastor, and it's 10,000. I asked another person. I have brought my own. I've given to pastor, and we are the one remitting money. Pastor never bring the money. And when they now go to the meeting, they open the book of law, and the Bible say, if a thief is being caught, he must pay whatever is still in 7. I say now, the 25,000, calculate it times 7. Let your husband go look for the money. Make he pay. All the people that left will come back. Anyone that refused to come back will be replaced. Do you know what the woman say? I don't know, the woman was doubting me. He said, hold on, mommy, can I just call daddy? I said, call daddy. In my presence. He said, Siri, I'm sorry, I have a question. Is there anything like 25,000 that you add to television money? I thought you say is Chief Korede money that you used to buy the TV. He said, though that Mr. Korede money has been used now for the new site. But the TV, because I've promised I will buy it because of children, they are worried. And the envelope money, I even forget, said, do you know what madam said? Madam says, "Oh, sweetie, you are the devil." He said, "Mommy, can I go now?" I said, "Go. Go." These people go to the mother-in-law, the mother of that woman, that wife. They go and collect money. The woman is a good wife. He knelt down to the mother and cried to the mother. The mother gave them the money. The moment they pay it, they pay this money to church accounts on Thursday. Friday vigil, they rent chair. Friday vigil, they rented chair. Praise the Lord. Do you know what I want to bring out? Your careless error, which you did not even remember, is noted by the darkness. Your careless error, which you cannot even remember, you did not concern about it. My dear, you are the only one careless. Demons are not careless. Angels are not careless. Lucifer is not careless. God is not careless. You are the only careless object destroying the mighty works. Can we pray one more prayer? Please. Please. Beg God. Because if we tell God, God will open my file, you will be guilty. Oh. If God should open your file, or you will be guilty. Because in that file, there's no good story there. Oh God, open my file. What is it here? What is that in your file that God wants to open? We are going to pray. God, put a hook of holiness in my heart. The hook, the caution. Either it's a threat of death or one sickness or whatever. If you do this, you know God will kill you. Remember when we take you there, you promise God, any day I do this, kill me. And if them born you try it, you will die. If your case will need it, let it beat it too. I've been a bad prayer point. Because one lady mo oku, one lady mo oku. Either you are being hooked, you will die. You are not hooked, you will die. Where death is taking you to, that's the issue now. Whatever God has is in hand to threaten you, let him apply it now. Is that a good prayer point? Because we are so careless, if something like that is not there, heaven is not sure. Auntie, but I know but here one tori kinina. For what reason? If your enemy won't go air fire, for what reason? What have you gained that can make you to go hell? For what reason? Some people go to hell, but their reason is even good enough. Because in the whole world, they are the #1 millionaire. Abi, somebody that break record to be #1 richest man. If you go to hell, is it too bad? Is it too bad? It's not too bad now. It's bad, but not too. It's still better someone for hellfire. If you dey go hellfire, inside hellfire, the chicken will chop before he die, he go still hold am. This is my chicken. I chop to death. Abi, if now wine you go still hold in wine. Now because of this, I go to hell. Tell me, waiting you 1 point. Tell me, Solomon have how many wives? 700 plus or whatever. How many concubines? So if person won't go to hell for that, he not do enough. Sule, the one wife when you get self, till they give you timetable before he sleep with you, or deushi. The one where you get only one no, you see they give you timetable before you touch him. See, you won't go hellfire. You know they shame. O tòṣì láyé, o tún tòṣì lọ́run àpáàdì. You are poor on earth, you still want to be wretched in hell. You don't have reason to go to hell. Tell me wetin you gain. Sister, you want to go to hell for fashion. All the 25 cloths wey you get, the money no reach one materials wey rich people dey wear. Now because of that you wan go to hell. You do one abortion, you want to go to hell because of one abortion you want to do. This belle na shameful belle. People wey don be Boko Haram kill 20,000 people, they don become pastor, they share grace for children of God today. And they want to go to heaven. If you don't know them, shebi you know Ronku's babe. That woman that time will be agent of darkness before. She come back now say you don't become child of God. You dey preach. You even pray you to say amen. All the people wey don't kill, he send them to hell. He's going to heaven. You cannot kill cockroach. What are you going to do in hellfire? To share the punishment that Rome can escape. That's all. Abi. Then if it's not your portion, you don't go there. Don't even journey. Don't even follow the trace. You cannot kill, but you can lie on somebody. The person that use gun and the person that lie and make somebody to shed tears, both tears and blood, blood na blood. Is it not the same killer? You better let's pray. I've given you the prayer point now. The hook of holiness. The hook of holiness that will drag me out of my error by force. Lord, put it on me, open your mouth and pray. In Jesus Christ's mighty name we pray. A louder amen. A powerful amen. I decree with irreversible authority the strength to stand and never fall again. May you receive in the name of Jesus Christ. By the time a mighty man fall off from the mighty rock and fall into sinking sand, what will happen to his weapon? Lord, every falling that make us to deep in sinking sand, God put an end to it in Jesus' name. In those days, when a Christian fall, the whole church will cry. They will mourn. But today, when a Christian fall, other merit on it. And you hear the voice of the super agent of darkness in the midst of the church. We say, Shaitan, we are telling you to take it easy. See, Brother Daniel is falling. If you don't want your case to be like this, listen to us. I've advised Brother Daniel before. Assuming he listened to my advice, he will not fall. I've told him to take it easy. This money crime, not everywhere. See him now. Yo! I decree the falling that will make the voice of enemy to be louder on your life, you shall not fall it again in Jesus' name. Ìṣubú tí mú kí ohun ọ̀tá ẹni ó gbèrò lórí ayé ẹni, irú ìṣubú bẹ́ẹ̀ kò ní dé pa ọmọ. All the damage your falling has caused, all the injury your falling has caused you. Grace physician, grace healing, great healer, God, let there be a touch and heal us from all our injury in Jesus' name. I decree every stone waiting for our foot to make us stumble shall be uprooted in Jesus' name. By repeating and correcting same error all the time, God, Your decision to replace us, change it. Your decision to close our fire, change it. All we need is hook to drag us out of the ocean of error in the name of Jesus Christ. So that at the end, the kingdom of darkness will not celebrate on your lust over our soul in the name of Jesus Christ. God, I pray, whatever devil has succeeded in implanting in our brain, our hearts, our system, that always display error whenever you come to search for us in your own divine Google. I repeat, whatever enemy has locked and insert in our brain, our heart, our system, our blood, that make us to display error anytime God is searching us in divine Google, God, detach it now in the name of Jesus. Can you count how many billions of souls that grace has taken to hell? Who told you grace cannot lead man to hell? Who told you that? I decree, everything you know is not good and you have been trying to run away from it will never return to take you to hell in Jesus' name. Gbogbo ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ tó dámọ̀ tó dẹ̀ ń sá fún, mo ní kò ní padà rán ẹ lọ iná in Jesus' name. I pray, everyone here, that you are very, very weak. Even God knows that you are tired. You are convinced. You don't even know where to start. And if you want to start moving, you don't even know whom to move with. I pray, the God, the Creator, the owner of heaven and earth, shall locate you. He will strengthen you. He will empower you, encourage you, and lead you ahead in strength in Jesus' name. Your hour of weakness is over. Strength shall be given. Strength shall be given. Every demonic pronouncement, projection on you is cancelled in Jesus' name. And as from today, your condemnation shall never be pronounced anymore in Jesus' name. Mercy, mercy shall reign over judgment. Wow, every mouth pronouncing your shame shall close forever. Power to silence the pronouncement of sin in your heart. Power to paralyze the operation of destruction in your life. Receive in the name of Jesus Christ. Any one of you that have materials that produce sin in you, I don't want to know what will happen to that material, that cloth. You will stop using it. Anybody that collects something, maybe from working place, from business, for anything, I don't want to know that thing that you collect that is giving way, is an open door to demon in your house. That thing shall lost or spoil. Everything in your life challenging the work of God, the angel of God, and putting stop to that divine purpose in your life, in order to operate evil in your life, shall be destroyed by fire. Thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. Somebody want to have conversation with someone this week. You are going to meet with that person. That meeting is very, very important. It may not be special appointment, but you are going to meet with someone this week, and that meeting will force you to say what you don't want to say. Maybe something you say you will keep to yourself. I pray, whenever that conversation want to take over, all the demons around that place shall be eradicated by fire. The words of your mouth shall not be a trap against you. So shall it be. In Jesus Christ's mighty name we pray.